What's going on, man? Welcome to the show. We got Kwate joining me here for Sports and Hip Hop with DJ Mad Max, Live 365, iHeartRadio. Welcome to the show, man. How's everything going?
Everything okay, man? What's going on with you?
Everything's going well. Everything's going well. Are you out in Indianapolis? Because I was doing my research online. You're out in Indy.
Currently I'm in New York right now.
You're in New York. How are you
Yeah,
liking New York?
I love New York.
New York. Is this your first time here?
Now,
You've been here a couple times?
yeah, I've been coming to New York forever.
That's the place to go, especially with music and Atlanta too. So how's your experience been in Atlanta? Because I heard you represent for them as well.
Yeah, I represent for Atlanta all the time. I started from there. Atlanta is great. It's my city. They hold me down all the time.
That's how it is. Shout out to Atlanta. That's the music capital right there right now, especially for hip hop. How you feeling about the current state of Afro beats right now? Because this is the wave. This is what you do. So how are you feeling about the current state and vibe of it right now?
Currently right now, Afrobeat is the way to go. I think gradually it's becoming the biggest vibe when it comes to genre. So Afrobeat is good, and I'm very proud that I'm associated with Afrobeat.
This is where it's going to be really taking off for you. Shout out to my ex. That's the newest project. That's the one that's been going crazy for you. Green Card was one that really stood out to me, and you speaking out for people because it's so hard for people to really come here and get a job because everything is always about the green card. And I'm sure things are going to be worse now with someone who's returned the office, unfortunately. But I'm sure things are going to be worse for immigrants, unfortunately. But I think
Uh,
it was very powerful for you to bring this to the attention on your project.
yeah. So the reason shout out to my ex is really doing good, doing great numbers on our platform, and I took it upon myself to speak for all the immigrant in America worldwide to let them know what type of time we're on. We know it's crazy. Also to change the perception of American people, how they see the foreigners making huge progress in the country, and they have a different kind of opinion. They feel like the sources of Africans or every other immigrant in America is just being handed over to them. They don't hand over nothing to nobody in America when you're an immigrant. You come here, you're going to go through hell to get a green card. It's a whole lot of process. You know what I'm saying? So, how to speak up for everybody that's going through this. And I just want to let them know that they should go through it the right way. That's why I had to use my voice and my platform to speak for them.
Yeah. And I really want to commend you for that because that's so important what you're doing out here. And people, I mean, when you look at the USA, it was built by no just different groups of people from all different places, and that's what people are forgetting about. And especially what's going on right now is that it was built off of people diversity and people coming together to really build things. But and getting to this project, shout out to my ex. Was this a shot at one of your exes as well because you have to chase the bag now to really get to where you want to be as far as getting women in your life, especially nowadays. That's apparently the vibe. I know it's tough. I'm always big on you got to find someone that's down with you when you're about to pop, but now it seems as though you have to get the women once you've officially popped. Once you, let's be honest, once you get the money, let's be honest, when you have the money, it brings the honey.
Yeah, you're right on that one. You're right on that one. But I get this question a lot. Everybody thinks like shout out to my ex was a shot at one of my ex or a shot at somebody. But the concept of shout out to my ex is totally, completely different. If you listen to the lyrics of the song, I only mention a girl just one time on that song, and that's just shout out to my ex. That's it, right? But the concept is really, really broad, right? So I'm going to break it down a little bit just for the time's sake, right? The first real concept behind shout out to my ex is anything that you don't want again to repeat itself in your life. That's your ex. So let's say someone that used to run back and forth to jail, and then they got their shit together. They want to go back to jail no more. The jail become their ex. Someone that used to be broke or you used to hustle on the street selling dope or crack, and now you turn things around. You got yourself cleaned up, got your degree, and now you work in a corporate America, and then the street becomes your ex. You know what I'm saying? And it might be a toxic relationship that you survive and you don't want the people to come back in your life That's your ex. So shout out to my ex is not specifically towards a female or towards a male or a gender thing. It's towards anything that push you to the edge to make you a better version of who you are currently.
Mm. What would, because it was interesting to learn about your journey, and I like that concept that you use. But what would you consider was your X for this album, this project?
So my ex for this album is a couple of things. First of all, finesse. I used to be broke. So finance was my ex. I overcome that. Second of all, I did have illegal trouble with the law. I overcome that. So that's my ex. And when I came to America, I was homeless. I overcame that. That was my ex. There was a lot of stuff that was my ex on the project. So I had to speak my mind towards that. So I had to give all this shout out to this stuff that make me who Kwate is today.
Yeah. And now you're on the way here for marriage. That's what you're on the way to now.
Not really. I don't really like to talk about my marital status, but the green card thing has nothing to actually do with me
Mhm.
in personal, but I had to use my voice. But the idea came to me like, let me say, like 8 or 10 years ago when I came to the US newly. I used to visit then and I had a girlfriend. And we were making up, and then she said, the way you treated me, the way you treated me so nice, bro. What you want? You want a green card or something? So
Mm.
like, oh, so she felt like because I was so nice to her, maybe I was just doing all this nice stuff because I needed a green card for my, but that wasn't the case. But that's the beginning of the concept of green card.
Jeez. No, that's crazy. It's relationship nonsense, but
Yeah,
it
yeah, yeah,
unbelievable. Yeah,
yeah.
but I like that you're very vulnerable with this project and the green card and things like that. What was the reason? Because you started back in 2006, 2007, but then you took a long break for about 7 years. What was the reason for the break?
Yeah, so professionally as an artist, I dropped my first single 207, and I dropped my first album 209. And then from there, I started going on tours. I started doing collaborations back to back with some trending artists as at that time. And then 2016, I hit the rock bottom. I kind of went bankrupt. The finance was bad. Things just went bad for me. My brother went to jail. There was a lot going on. So I had to take a break for 8 years, and I bounced back last year.
What would you say was the most important thing you learned while being at rock bottom? Because sometimes we all always look at, man, I shouldn't be in this position. We always kind of have to, at times, embrace the moment, even though there are painful times. So, was there something that you took away from there to where it shaped you to where you're at now? Because you bounced back, but was there something that you learned during that rock bottom time that made you who you are now?
Yes, a lot of lessons.
Hmm.
One of it is never trust nobody. When you put your trust on somebody, they're gonna let you down. Second of all is make sure you are smart with your finance. A lot of people gonna fuck with you because you got money to throw around, and when you don't have it no more, they're not there. Um, don't rely too much on the female. They're gonna hold your balls and they hold it tight and strong.
You got that right.
I learned a lot of lessons when I hit the rock bottom. A lot.
There's the lessons learned, and I just like to see that you're really heading in the right direction because it really is a humble beginning. You were out in Asia too, so how was your time out in Asia?
Oh, I had a swell time in Asia. Asia was good. When I think I got to Asia like 2005. I went there for my degree, and then I kicked off my music journey over there too. I did win some couple of award. Like I performed in the longest dinner award ever in the world in Singapore. I was the first African artist to be awarded a telecommunication deal in Malaysia. I did perform in Beijing. Asia was really, really good. And the only setback we had at that time was Afrobeat wasn't as popping as what it was now.
It's really popping now. It's
Yeah,
becoming a heavyweight genre, and it's been
yeah,
that way for a couple of years, but more recently. But you could
yeah.
tell that, and a big influence. You really look to DeVito. That's the one who's really I've heard you draw some inspiration from that you admire.
Yeah, not inspiration. Admire is Sussex because when I was Davido is a junior colleague to me in the industry. Because when I started promoting my song 207, he wasn't in the industry yet. Quite sure Davido hit Nigerian industry probably around 2010. But I admire David a lot because of his consistency, his hard work, his success, and his fan base.
Was there anyone that you met this far throughout the industry who's given you some important advice as far as it doesn't even just have to be in the Afrobeat genre? Has there been someone that's given you some important advice that's notable?
Yeah, there's one guy called James Bombs.
Mm.
He's a R&B legend in Asia. So he kind of schooled me about how music business is and how you can try to create hits and how to identify hit songs.
Speaking about music business, has there been any talks for a label, things like that, or distribution? Is that something that you're looking for?
Currently, I'm just pushing as an independent label, and some few offers did come like distribution and marketing deals, but it wasn't a good one, so we didn't consider that. But if I did have something that is really good because we're putting a lot into my brand, of course, I want to take a look at that and go towards that direction.
You were going viral back in the day too because you changed your name. The Cross was your original name.
Yes. Yeah, so when I started music originally, right, I just used my both name. Cross David is my name. So I just switch it back the other way around, the cross. And I did a song in 2011. It's called Kwate for Your Team. So when I did that song, the song kind of took off. And then people just started calling me Kwate, Kwate, Kwate. So that name gradually become more bigger than my real music name. So what I did at that time was I added the Kwate to the cross. So it became the cross Kwate, you know? And as times goes on, I felt like it was very hard for people to pronounce. So I had to take off the cross and just leave Kwate.
And it's worked for you too. It
Yeah,
really
yeah.
adds something like an oomph to it because that's how people are going to really differentiate you because it just sounds natural.
Yeah, it sounds natural. It sounds African. It just have that kind of a catchy pronunciation when you call it Kwate. And most of my fans just say Kwate for you, Kwate for you.
How is it the communication with you going back to Africa and things like that? Is there resources that you're bringing back that you've been able to attain here? What's kind of the communication as far as linking with artists and trying to bring people that are talented, the resources here?
My manager has a lot of network,
Mhm.
so it's pretty easy for us to like kind of make any kind of link or any kind of connection possible. Whether it's in Africa, it's right here, it's in Europe, it's in Asia. We got all the links
I like that. Yeah, just stay connected. That's the main thing.
connected.
As far as collaborations go, who are some people that you do want to work with? And it could be in the Afro beats genre or even hip hop. I'm curious to see who on the hip hop side you would like to work with.
So I do have like four genre that I wish to work with somebody if God permits, and I believe it's gonna come to pass. When it comes to dancehall, is Beanie Man. When it comes to hip hop, is 50 Cent. When it comes to a female artist, is Beyonce. When it comes to Afrobeat, is Davido.
Four heavyweights, and it's gonna happen. 50 Cent, I like that. What is it about 50 Cent? I am curious. Beyonce's, we know that's like the top of the top of the mountain. But 50 Cent, okay, it's another top of the mountain. But what is it about 50 Cent that you chose him out of hip for hip hop?
I choose 50 Cent because I feel like we can have some struggles. I've been shot, I've been shot, 50 Cent been shot. 50 Cent been through a lot of struggles, The only difference between me and 50 is I think he lost his parents. So I grew up knowing my both parents. My dad is late now, my mom is still alive. Shout out to my mom. I feel like my struggle is like that of 50 because of I had a lot of haters, people hating on me, people trying to pull money on my head, you know. So 50 Cent is someone I would really want to have that connection with one on one and then see if we can create something with our experience.
Yeah, we need more 50 Cent music, so hopefully you get on that track. It's been a while since we got some 50 records. We need
I
a new
swear to
50
God,
album.
now you're talking, man. Really, really, it's been a long, long time that we had somebody like 50, We need 50 record, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the Massacre, Get Rich or Die Trying. I remember when those albums dropped. I was young, but it's been
Man,
a while. We dropped a couple albums after that before I
I
selfish
know
off.
that had trying. God damn.
Classic hip hop album.
I swear to God. I
Yeah,
swear to
and it was the way that he took over too when he came out. There was no one like it. He took the industry
God.
by storm.
Tom, like all the track on that album was a hit.
Yeah, all
Hmm.
of them. Well, the intros, as soon as you hear the coin drop.
Damn. The Many Man, not a
Yeah,
question. In the club. My best one is Back Down.
back down. PIMP. What
Yeah,
up, gangsta?
MPPs. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Patiently waiting.
Patiently waiting. Like everything is super dope on that album.
Classic. It for sure is. Are you interested inside of into the TV side of things too? Is that something that interests you? Because 50 Cent does a lot of work with the power and TV. Are you interested in that lane too?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a good actor. I'm interested in taking on roles. I'm interested in, of course, appearing more and more on TV.
What would you say is your top role that you want to portray? Is there someone from a movie, a TV show that we can compare it to? Do you have something in mind?
Yeah, the part that I like to portray myself in the TV is maybe something like a cartel boss.
Okay.
I like that. I like a gang leader.
Hmm.
Yeah, I like that. And I like a struggle gangster who came up. Mm.
That's inspiring. I could see you getting that role, hopefully with 50 Cent. That would be nice because then
Yeah,
you could work on the music and then on the movie side of things.
yeah.
As far as just the current state of the industry right now and tours and everything, what do you have on the way as far as your performances? Do you have something lined up now for shout out to my ex for like a tour?
Yes. Officially, shout out to my ex. 2025 tour is gonna kick off by April. I'm gonna be on tour with Ruger, and then I hope after that we have another tour. But officially, shout out to my ex tour for 2025 kicks off by April.
Oh, that's fine. That's close. 2 months.
Yeah,
Not
two
even.
months.
It's only like
Yeah,
a month
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
two
A
weeks.
month
Yeah.
plus. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, hopefully that warm weather will be coming. Where are you looking forward to touring? Are you taking this overseas as well, or is it just staying in the States?
We're trying to do like almost 35 or 40 states in America, and then do the surrounding countries like Canada and the Caribbean.
That's fire. Yeah, do you have your own merch too? You have your own merch line? Any products that you're selling right now with the brand?
Yeah, I'm in the middle of trying to launch my merch as sunglasses because I wear glasses a lot. So I'm trying to create my own sunglasses. Like I'm gonna call it Kwate for you or FFG, like that. So I'm in the middle of launching that.
I like that. What brand is this that you have on right now?
This one is Louis Vuitton.
Louis Vuitton. Okay, now I see it.
Yeah,
Yeah, big sunglass guy. We need someone that's within the culture to release glasses because we're
yeah,
paying for all these brands that really don't care about the community. And
yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah, yeah,
when you release your own sunglass line, it's kind of like what 50 Cent was doing with the G Unit sneakers back in the
yeah,
day.
yeah,
Keep it within the community, someone that
yeah,
actually cares because we're paying
yeah.
all these, I'll say it, you're racist guy, racist
Yes,
white
I
people.
know.
Yeah.
I look around, most people be doing t-shirt, doing hoodies and all of that. So I want to go for sunglasses because I have tons of glasses. And I want to make it so affordable and cute.
I like that. And it's different. No one ever that you'd be the first person I heard that wants to create their own sunglasses. That's
Yeah,
usually it's t-shirts, sweatshirts,
yeah, yeah,
get
yeah. Like
things like
that.
that, hats.
Yeah, yeah.
I like that. Sunglasses. How many pair of shades you think you have? I heard Rick Ross has, I don't know, thousands or a couple hundred. How many you think you have?
I think my sunglasses collection is gonna be like 250.
Oh, man, that's and you've worn all of them.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's your rarest pair you would say? Because it goes deep. A lot of them are antiques. A lot of them are custom made that you can't even get. What's your most rare pair?
LV.
Okay. Whew.
Yeah, I love Louis Vuitton glasses. There's a it gives me this kind of vibes. Like it makes you look. classic, bad but chill. You know what I'm saying? So I love every glasses, and after that, I love Gucci.
Gucci, yeah, Gucci's they make some great products. They do. It's I have my own criticisms about them based on some certain campaigns
I
in the
know, I
past,
know,
but
I know, I know, I know, man. You know, the black, the African, in general, right? The black colored people, we need to do better. We need to start creating our own stuff so that our finance can circulate within the community. You know,
yeah.
I did a study and shows that the money in the black community moves away so quick, but why the money that circulate between the Jewish, between the other people stays in their community, we just let our money go too quick. We're going to buy beauty product, buy glasses, buy this. All of those things doesn't belong to the colored people. So the money does not, we can't retain the money that is circulating in our community.
Mm. And I think too, because there was important brands and CEOs like Carl Kanai back in the day, and he's still doing it, but he's more on his own. Where he had his clothing in department stores like Macy's, but they took him out. So we should have boycotted back then. But now we've kind of just we really, I mean, we're in the era now where I feel as though people really don't stand for anything anymore. They kind of just go with the flow and follow trends and things like that. To where you're right, you got to keep it within the community and
Yeah,
support
yeah.
brands that support the surrounding people. We need black representation and brand. That's so important. But I look to people like Carl Kanai. Dapper Dan is someone that's important because he infiltrated that system and has influence there. But there needs to be more innovators that are really out here that we can support and not even just making t-shirts, but like you said, sunglasses,
Yeah,
everything.
everything. I'm not a racist, but it's not a crime for you to love your own people, right?
Exactly.
I'm not a racist. I love everybody, right? But it's not a crime for you to love your own people. I feel
Yeah.
like everybody should love their people. You know, they should love their people the way they should be loved. You know what I'm saying? Because other people love their people and then they are interfering with we loving our people.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
They're
Yeah.
interfering on we loving our people or the way we should love our people.
I agree.
Yeah, and I think that's not too good. And the system is so bad that black on black crime is more higher than any other crime. Somebody's behind that.
Yeah, and it's the people that are really pulling the strings. That are, we know who we know who's behind those those curtains pulling those strings.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, man.
and I'm not going to get into it, but we know who one of them is, and we can all guess who that is. uh, but for shout out to my ex, do you have a follow up to this already? You working on some new stuff that you can speak on, or is this just what you're pushing now because that's the tour?
Yeah, so a quick rundown when I came back 2024. I dropped the first single was on ground, and then I did a follow up with a remix with Magneto. He's a great guy, and then I did another remix follow up with Portable, and then I dropped the EP. So before I dropped the EP, I did 22 records. So I had to stream it down because the EP has 7 or 8 songs. So right now I'm back in the studio, currently recording, trying to drop another project probably April.
Mm. Oh, that's so we're gonna get another project before you hit the tour.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Probably April or May max.
Yeah, that's gonna be big. You know, I like to see you do something with Sean Paul. I think that would be interesting.
Yeah, I love Sean Paul. I love Beanie Man. I love Vibe Cartels. I love Movado. Man, I love Caribbean because there's a deep connection between African and Jamaicans.
Yeah, that would be great. I think Shaggy too. He's sometimes in and out of music. He's still a legend, and we need some new Shaggy music.
Yeah,
Cranium, I think.
yeah. Shaggy, man. He's a legend. He's a living legend.
Yeah,
I love Shaggy. From the days of Bombastic. God damn.
Hot Shot.
I know, man. Damn. What's that one? The woman song,
All
um,
Strength of a Woman.
Chain of a Woman. And I love It Wasn't Me.
It Wasn't Me. Yeah, that's a classic record.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's got some. I'm telling you, what do you feel as though is the biggest one off of this project that's really hit home with your fans so far? For shout out to my ex.
It's shout out to my ex.
Shout out to my ex, the big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
Green Card stuck out to I like Green Card. Father Abraham was interesting. I thought that was a great record. You got some definitely got some songs on here. I was like, yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
he's got
You
some
know,
tracks on here.
yeah, yeah. All the tracks are good, but you can't push all the track at the same time. You get the fans confused, right? So that is why I just kind of do it step by step. I came through, start pushing shout out to my ex first, and then this year we start pushing Green Card.
Green Card, yeah, and then, like I said, that's such a big record, and it should make people sympathetic towards the foreigners and people that
Yeah,
come from outside the country. That's if we're going to be allowed to have immigrants here. Unfortunately, what's going on right now, but it should really make people more sympathetic, and that you should really be doing the research and just helping people out that aren't from here because
yeah. I just
they're
feel
not
like
all bad people that's painted in the media. You got a lot of great people that want to come and help build with us.
yeah, yeah. Um, everybody that comes to America brings something with them, right?
Yeah.
And either good or bad, right? And people in America too, it's not everybody that is good, it's not everybody that is bad, right? So uh laws are there to check people if you do bad stuff, and laws are also there to reward people if you do good stuff. So I just feel like instead of judging people, let the law take its course, right?
Yeah.
You have to sympathize with someone that comes to a country, they can't work, they can't get a house, they can't get a car, they can't get a loan, they can't get a driver's license, they can't get nothing.
No, it's tough. And I'm telling you, we got a whole lot of the domestic terrorists to the same, you got to hold to the same structure that we hold all the people from outside that they like to throw
Yeah.
up there. Because there's a lot of domestic ones
Yes.
that don't get to held to the same punishment, which is insane.
Yes.
What else do you have on the way this year besides the tour, the new project? There's some other things that you have on the way that you want to accomplish? Because we're still early in the year.
We see early in the year. So this year, I'm trying to prepare myself properly. I want to be in the right rooms, the right places at the right time. I want to get ready for every opportunity that comes my way. And I want to put out more songs and more content and create a whole community as a fan base so I can connect more and more with my fan base as it get bigger.
I like that. And right now you're pushing yourself independently. Is it going to come to the point, do you think, to where you just go with your own label? You have your own conglomerate of people that because you got your managers and things like that. But yeah, have you thought about just pushing your own label too?
Yeah, yeah, that's the end goal.
Mm,
I don't really have intention of just keep singing and singing like that. I just want to break the ice, get a blueprint, and use this blueprint to empower other upcoming artists.
I like that. Are you someone too that you're scoping other artists and trying to help them? Or are you kind of pushing yourself? I mean, obviously you're going to push yourself, but is there some others that you're looking at as far as from a label perspective that is scouting to sign in the future and help
Yeah,
push?
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah, some people that I work with that are not as big as me in my project. Yeah, I'm looking at them that okay, when things pick up the way I want it, I'm gonna sign them. Yeah.
I like that.
Mm.
I see big things for sure. Just from what
Yeah,
I've heard and what I'm seeing, big
yeah,
things for you.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Kwate, is there anything else you love to let your fans know that we didn't get into tonight that you want to make sure we get out there?
Yes, what I would like them to know is most of them be finding it difficult to get my social media handle, and is KWATE number four then U. Same on Twitter, IG, Snapchat, TikTok, everywhere. And I just want to let my fans know that without them, there's no Kwate. God come first, and then my fans come next. I'll do anything for my fans.
I like that. What's been the most passionate fan? What's been, you have some crazy fan story? What's been the one that you're like, man, to made you recognize that I have a dedicated fan base. I really do have fans.
There's been a lot of incident that make me to know that I have dedicated fans. Like when I went to Grammy, I see some people came up to me, "Oh, Kwate, I've been following you for 5 years, 8 years, 10 years," and they tell me a lot of stuff that some of the stuff that I feel like maybe the internet can't remember that. I have people like that in LA, in Atlanta, in Dallas, in Texas. And one of the shocking moments was when I dropped shout out to my ex, and I was on live, and I was doing what I call connecting with the fans. So I'll come on live and see if there's a fan that can sing my new project. And someone sang my whole song all the way from Kenya.
Wow.
And it was just 5 days when the project just dropped. So I do know I have a dedicated hard fans that had.
Yeah. That's dedication right there.
Yeah,
Shout out
yeah,
to them, and I'm sure they're
yeah,
tuned in and to
yeah.
keep following the journey. How did you get linked up with Al Nice? That's the guy right there.
Um, it was one of my female friend. She's an artist. Her name is Paris. She
Okay.
put, yeah,
And you linked up with her. Shout out to him. Shout out to her as well for
yeah,
connecting because that led us to here.
yeah, for real.
And you're gonna be out there going around on tour.
Yeah,
Kwate, I
yeah,
want to thank you for coming on the show, man. I had a great time talking with you. I got your records in my rotation. Shout out to my ex. That's the one for sure. Green Card. I mentioned that before. That's the impactful record right there. You're going to be
yeah,
changing the world for sure, especially with
for
hopefully
sure, for sure.
I'm really hoping that when people listen to this record that it really changes their perspective if they're looking at it from a certain point of view, but let them be a little more empathetic.
Yeah, for real. And we're gonna have another interview again once we get to where we're going with a green card. We're gonna go right here back again and talk about the progress, the impact, the success, and what he has done.
Absolutely. I'm down. I'm for it. And
Yeah,
once you drop that new project too, you could always come back. Always welcome back on the show to talk about it.
yeah, family all day. I appreciate you. And since they gave me your link up, I've been listening to your stuff. You're a great guy, amazing guy. Keep doing what you do, and we love you, brother.
Thank you, man. Kwate, I appreciate that. It means a lot. Much
Uh,
love. We love what
uh,
you're doing. I love
uh,
what you're doing out here. Keep doing your thing, man. It's only up here. 2025 is going to be a big year for you. I'm looking forward to the tour too.
all right, what's it for you?
You already know. Kwate,
All
take
right,
care.
all right, bye.
Bye bye.